Hello, and welcome to the Rules Podcast. My name is Rachel. I am a 20-something singer-songwriter, producer, and marketer, and I live in Nashville. And I wanted to start this podcast to talk about things that I'm passionate about and things that I believe in and things that I think will help you on your journey. This podcast is made exclusively for women. And it is very important to me to be passionate and to be consistent and to just share. Today's episode is called Sober Again. Sober again. And what does that mean? Well, to be sober is hard. It's hard. Because when you're young, everybody drinks. Everybody drinks when they're young. But the thing about drinking is that it warps your mind. It warps it. How does it warp it? Toxins, neurochemicals, so many factors involved in alcohol and what it does to your body and what it does to yourself. And I was a heavy drinker. And I didn't realize what it was doing to me. And I want to be open and authentic because I'm not embarrassed about it. Because, here's the thing about embarrassment. Embarrassment is stupid. As a woman, you shouldn't be embarrassed about anything. If you gain a few pounds, or if you have something going on in your life, stop being so easily embarrassed. Here's the thing is embarrassment cripples you. It absolutely cripples you. And I don't want my friends to be embarrassed. What is there to be embarrassed about? I mean, you can embarrass yourself by making the wrong decisions, but it's really important to make sure that you are making good, clear-headed decisions, because when you're making good decisions, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. But when you're making really poor decisions, and deep down in your heart and deep down in your soul, you know that you shouldn't be doing that, you start to really suffer the consequences for it. And I have had to learn that through the art of discipline and through the art of making mistakes and from just being young. I think that sometimes we tell ourselves, well, it's okay if I do it one time. It's okay if I do it one time. And then you do it for days, and then you do it for weeks, and then you do it for months, and then you do it for years. And then suddenly, before you know it, the person that you really are, the person that you know that you are, starts to suffer. And I think that self-care is so important for women. Using lotion, using products, doing things that you're passionate about, not just sleeping with someone because you can, but doing the right thing. Excuse me. I'm having a little bit of an allergy problem, and I want to be sure that I make better decisions in the future. And I want that for all my friends. I think that our decisions are the only thing that make up our life. What else is your life if it's not your decisions? Your life is your decision. You live your life the way you choose to. That's it, bottom line. If you stop going to the gym, you chose to do that. If you stop brushing your hair in the morning, you chose to do that. And like all those little tiny micro decisions, they start to add up, and they start to affect your character, and they start to affect your self-esteem, and they do it real quick. It happens so fast. I mean, like, for example, if you're trying to be healthy and you're trying to like better yourself, and you just randomly decide, okay, now that I've gotten healthy, I'm just going to go off my diet for 6 months. That's not how that works. Like, you have to be consistent in something. And, you know, I think of my friend Courtney. It's really important for me to honor my friends. My friend Courtney is one of the most beautiful, wonderful girls that I have in my life. And I'm so grateful for her. And, you know, I didn't realize how blessed I was to have her as a friend until, you know, just here recently. And I just think it's really important to have people like that in your life, people that are going to show up for you. You know, I had to excommunicate myself from some people because it was really starting to affect me. And when you do that, you're making the right decision. If you know that something's bad for you, try your best not to do it. Just try your best not to do it. It's not to say that you're never going to make a mistake, but try to be better. And that's me talking to me. You know, stopping drinking has been one of the most life-changing things that I've ever done. And it's not because I don't like to drink. That's not why I do it. I do like to drink, but I know what it does. And I hope that you learned something from today's episode. I'm going to try my best to be as consistent as possible. Maybe 3 episodes a month to start out. I want to try to be consistent with this. And in the meantime, please give _ The Restless Duo a follow. That's my music group. And my name on Instagram is _Rach is here. That is _Rach is here. I am so blessed and I'm so grateful to talk to you today. And I hope that you love yourself more than anybody else.